Hey guys, Craig here. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick little video about the new KDP guidelines as they pertain to using AI-generated content and how those guidelines will affect books that are being created using BookBolt. Now, if you're not exactly sure what I'm talking about, KDP just added a new declaration requirement to the content section of the KDP book uploader. And what it's basically asking you to declare is whether or not you used AI tools to create texts, images, or translations in your book. Now, to further elaborate, under KDP's new AI guidelines, KDP states the following. We require that you inform us of AI-generated content, text, images, or translations when you publish a new book or make edits to and republish an existing book through KDP. AI-generated images include cover and interior images and artwork. You are not required to disclose AI-assisted content. We distinguish between AI-generated and AI-assisted content as follows. For AI-generated, we define AI-generated content as text, images, or translations created by an AI-based tool. If you use an AI-based tool to create the actual content, whether text, images, or translations, it is considered AI-generated, even if you applied substantial edits afterwards. As for AI-assisted, if you created the content yourself and used AI-based tools to edit, refine, error check, or otherwise improve that content, whether text or images, then it's considered AI-assisted and not AI-generated. Similarly, if you used an AI-based tool to brainstorm and generate ideas, but ultimately created the text or images yourself, this is also considered AI-assisted and not AI-generated. It is not necessary to inform us of the use of such tools or processes. And then it goes on to say you are responsible for verifying that all AI-generated and/or AI-assisted content adheres to all content guidelines, including by complying with all applicable intellectual property rights. Okay, so as far as the BookBolt Studio is concerned, it's really nothing more than a desktop publishing software very similar to Adobe InDesign. Now, I know that there was some concerns as to whether or not the puzzle generator was considered to be AI, and the answer to that question is no, it's not. And this is coming directly from BookBolt's head of business development, Ira Rudy. I contacted her a few days ago, and this was her response. None of the tools available in BookBolt are considered to be powered by AI. Instead, they operate based on algorithms or user input. In most cases, users provide the necessary information and the tools generate the desired results. It's important to note that BookBolt is a program meticulously crafted by our dedicated developers. It follows a strict set of rules that does not acquire knowledge from external sources or create content independently. Okay, so exactly what does this mean? This means that if you create a puzzle book using BookBolt's puzzle generator and it was a non-word type of puzzle like a maze, Sudoku, Mindfinder, Kakuro, or Hangman, then your book would not be considered AI generated. If you created a word puzzle book like a word search, crossword, or cryptogram, and then you came up with all of the words that you entered into your CSV file just by doing a Google search, like let's say you were creating a Christmas-themed word search puzzle book and you Googled the phrase, words that are related to Christmas, and then you just used all of those words that came up in your book, then your book would still not be considered AI generated. So in both of those situations, you would select no in the declaration section. It's only if you were to use an AI software like ChatGPT to come up with a list of Christmas-themed words or crossword clues that your book would be considered to be AI generated. And this is because the text that you're actually using in the printed book was generated using AI technology, which means that you would have to select yes in this section. Now, when you choose yes, you're going to be given a few more options. As far as the word puzzle books are concerned, if you used AI to create the words in your book, then you would choose some sections with minimal or no editing, because the AI is only creating the words, not the puzzles themselves. And the same thing pretty much goes for AI images that you may use in your puzzle books as well. Now, I know that there are some people out there who are going to disagree with me and say that using ChatGPT to generate words for a word search puzzle book is actually AI assisted. But I disagree. Asking ChatGPT to give you 5 ideas for a themed crossword puzzle book would be considered brainstorming or generating ideas. But asking it to give you 100 words that pertain to Christmas that you are then going to use in your book is asking it to generate text for you. And I personally think that KDP would see that as being AI generated. So if it were me, I would prefer to err on the side of caution and not take the risk of losing my KDP account for violating their guidelines. Now, when it comes to using AI-generated images, there's one more thing that I want to bring your attention to. Going back to the KDP guidelines where it says that you are responsible for verifying that all AI-generated and/or AI-assisted content adheres to all content guidelines, including by complying with all applicable intellectual property rights, there's something important to remember here. If you're using a copyrighted image from a human artist to generate your prompt, or you're using an artist's name within your prompt to try and recreate an artist's drawing style, then you are definitely violating KDP's guidelines when it comes to intellectual property, and you're putting your account at risk of being terminated. Look, we still don't know how this whole AI thing is going to play out. And if the day comes where tech companies are forced by law to digitally tag every image and piece of text created using their AI software, then platforms like Amazon will be able to track AI content from the source right to the book it was used in. So why take the risk of losing your Amazon account down the road because of a lie? Just be honest and declare that you used AI. Because of the fact that these laws were not in place when the books were being created, the worst that will probably happen is that all of the books will be removed from the Amazon marketplace if they're found to be in violation of the new laws. But if you want to avoid all of the headache, then just search out the words for your puzzle books yourself, and then find comfort in the fact that you can confidently check off no in this section without having a guilty conscience or anxiety keeping you awake at night. So hopefully this alleviates some of your concerns about creating activity books using the BookBolt Studio. And keep in mind that if you want to save 20% off a subscription to BookBolt, I have an affiliate link in the description section of this video that you can use to do that. Just make sure to use my promo code Babin when you sign up to get the discount. And if you're new to my channel and you'd like to learn how to create even more activity books using BookBolt, or you just want to learn more about self-publishing in general, then be sure and check out my playlist, Self-Publishing 101. It has everything you need to get your self-publishing business up and running, and you can find a link to it right here. Until next time, take care.